Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Q. I am absolutely thrilled you could pull up a chair again today. Last time we set the table for connection, diving into why we gather around food. And today we're taking out our magnifying glass, maybe even putting our chef's hat on, and a curious mind because we're going to deconstruct some of the unsung heroes of our kitchen. And we're going to explore what it truly means to fill your plate and your life with purpose and belonging. Today, we're talking about what some call superfoods, a term that, let's be honest, often conjures images of exotic jungle berries that cost more than your weekly grocery bill, or powders that promise eternal youth but taste like, well, mud. But here's the thing. The real power players, the true culinary superheroes, are often hiding in plain sight, right there in your local grocery store, and they don't require a second mortgage to acquire them. We're going beyond the marketing buzz, beyond the latest fad, to truly understand these ingredients. It's not about a list of abstract nutritional benefits. We're talking about how these foods can tangibly benefit you. More sustained energy throughout your day, a sharper mind for those brainstorming sessions, that quiet hum of well-being that truly fuels your everyday. Think about the difference a handful of almonds makes mid-afternoon versus a sugar crash. That's the tangible benefit we're talking about. We'll also explore the incredible journey through time. How have different civilizations for centuries revered and utilized these seemingly simple ingredients? From ancient traditions to modern kitchens, these foods have shaped societies, fueled warriors, and sustained populations. It's like a delicious history lesson, minus the pop quiz. Take the simple blueberry, for instance. Beyond being a delightful orb of sweetness, Native American tribes cherish them, not only for their flavor, but for their medicinal properties and vital energy during harsh winters. They understood the super long before marketing departments coined the term. Or consider green tea, a staple in Asian cultures for millenniums, valued not just for hydration, but for its ceremonial importance, its meditative qualities, and I love it for its antioxidants. This isn't about what's in the food, it's about the stories, the rituals, and the wisdom embedded around it. And here's the kicker, the part that often gets lost in the superfood hype. You don't need a secret password or an overseas shipping container to access them. Integrating these foods into your diet can be affordable and simple. Think about it. Many of these so called superfoods are just common, accessible examples. I'm talking about the everyday heroes like berries, from strawberries to blueberries, raspberries, all the goodness. A handful of morning yogurt, Greek yogurt, blended into a smoothie, or just a simple snack. Some agave on top, perfect. The humble leafy greens, your spinach, kale, collards, veritable nutritional powerhouses that moonlight as delicious foundations for meals. A sauteed side, a base of a salad, or even blend it into those smoothies. You thought only berries belonged in smoothies. Can't forget about your trusty nuts, the almonds, Brazilian nuts, walnuts, pecans, tiny power packs of healthy fats and proteins. I like to keep a small container in my bag for the afternoon slump. Or you can sprinkle them into your oatmeal. While I'm firmly rooted on my plant based journey, my vegetarian journey, we can't ignore the well documented power of salmon. I also love salmon and I do partake in it wild caught. If you don't know, now you know. Salmon provides those crucial omega 3s. For my fellow plant enthusiasts, the omega 3 rich sources like chia and flax seeds, easily mixed into virtually anything, are equally powerful. Then there's the creamy goodness of yogurt, a fermented friend that's a cornerstone in countless cultures, fantastic for gut health, and the calming ritual of green tea, steeped into history and health benefits. A simple daily pleasure. See, no fancy lab equipment required, just a regular grocery cart. Now, speaking of grocery carts and mindful choices, let's talk about a label that often causes more confusion than clarity: organic. It's a word tossed around with almost as much hype as superfood. But what does organic really mean beyond just a slightly higher price tag? Is it just a fancy word for more expensive, or is there real substance beyond the sticker? In true In the Kitchen with Q fashion, let's deconstruct organic. Organic isn't just about the absence of certain pesticides, though that's a significant part. It often speaks to a broader philosophy of farming that prioritizes soil health, clean water, and overall ecological balance. It's about building a sustainable system from the ground up, literally. Think about the farmers working to enrich their land value naturally. Rotating crops, nurturing healthy ecosystems on their farms. It's a job, and it's also a conscious choice about how our food is grown and by expansion, how it impacts the planet and the communities who grow it. Ideally, I would like to have a space, not a large space, where I could grow my own fruits and vegetables like Martha Stewart. And asked my aunt this question. I thought, like, well, how does Martha do it? Does Martha do it herself or does she hire people? And yes, Martha does hire people because I recall her telling people what to do. I love that about Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, you got all my love. Now, I understand the price tag can be a barrier for many, and that's a valid concern. It's not about saying everyone must buy organic everything. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge. I like to tell my family if you're going to eat any beef, make sure it's the best beef you can get. Make sure it's grass fed. Okay? If you're going to do salmon, make sure it's wild caught and not farm raised. If you're going to do chicken, make sure it's free range. You see what I'm saying? It's about empowering yourself with knowledge to make choices that align with your values and your budget. Maybe it's buying organic for the dirty dozen. Understanding this isn't about becoming a food snob. It's about being an informed consumer. It's about understanding the why behind the label. And also, everybody wants to live well, not just blindly. It's about wanting to live well. Everybody wants to live well. And it's about making a conscious decision that feels right for your kitchen and your health and your conscious. The journey of conscious eating, of exploring food beyond just flavor, is one I've been on for 5 years now as a vegetarian. And let me tell you, it's been an odyssey. It's been a journey, but very easy for me to transition into. It's not just about what I don't eat, it's profoundly about what I've discovered new flavors, new culinary traditions, and whole new understanding of community. It's been rich with humor, like being the only vegetarian at a family cookout or Christmas or Thanksgiving. You know the scene, the burgers, the ribs, and then there's me hovering over the hovering over the corn over the cob or a salad or something, politely deflecting about it's just a little piece of chicken, stuff like that. I remember one particular summer where my Aunt Carol kept trying to convince me that her special potato salad had bacon bits that were particularly vegetarian. And we laughed about it forever. My plate often looked different, yes, but those experiences taught me the invaluable lesson about grace and communication and the enduring power of family love because you can't do anything without family. It transcends dietary choices. And then there are those beautiful, unforgettable moments when someone goes out of their way to make sure you feel included. And then there are those beautiful, unforgettable moments when someone goes out of their way to make sure you feel included. The aunt who secretly makes a special veggie burger just for you and brings it over like a secret treasure. The friend who meticulously researches vegan friendly restaurants before your meetup, even though they're a devout carnivore. The cousin who sets aside a portion of collard greens before adding the ham to ensure you can enjoy them too. Those are the moments that truly exemplify finding belonging, even when your plate looks a little unique or it looks like a whole bunch of sides just put together. It's those acts of thoughtfulness that truly deepen connections and show that true hospitality is about seeing and valuing every single person at your table. Which brings me to a food note for you, the listener. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a microwave maestro, if you're curious about embracing more plant based meals, here's an easy entry point that doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul. Embracing meatless Mondays or any single day of the week with no meat. This isn't about going full vegetarian overnight. It's about a simple experiment, just one day, one day. What are the benefits? You'll likely discover new recipes, new ingredients you never discovered. You might feel lighter, more energized. You might even find yourself being more creative in the kitchen. Think about trying a hearty lentil soup. Whole Foods has a great one. A vibrant bean salad or exploring the world of plant-based stir fries. Go to Chipotle and just get a bowl with no meat. It's a small, consistent ritual that contributes to your well being and perhaps even the broader conversation about sustainable eating. Give it a try. You might surprise yourself. And for my incredible host out there, here's another food note. Inclusive hosting for plant based guests is crucial. For ensuring everyone feels loved, seen, and deeply nourished, it's about making sure your guests feel as comfortable and valued as possible, no matter what their dietary preferences are. Actually, quite simple. And it begins with asking, are there any dietary preferences or restrictions I should be aware of? And then once you know, here are my top tips. Offer designated options. Have one or two genuinely delicious, clearly labeled plant based dishes that don't feel like an afterthought or a sad side dish. Think something robust, flavorful, offering like a hearty vegetable couscous or a vibrant black bean burger or a delicious mushroom risotto or pasta salad or cucumber salad or something prepared with vegetable broth. These can often be enjoyed by everyone, not just your plant based guest. Naturally inclusive sides. I want to talk about this. Focus on sides that happen to be vegan or vegetarian anyway, just by default, and ensure they're prepared without animal products too. Think perfectly roasted potatoes with olive oil and herbs, crisp green beans sauteed with garlic, or a fresh garden salad with a simple vinaigrette. These are universally loved. These are universally loved and an easy concept to adapt. Clear communication, this is so key. Label your dishes, especially if it's a buffet. Vegan lentil soup, dairy-free mac and cheese, or vegetarian lasagna. Removes any guesswork and makes your guests feel confident in what they're eating, ensuring they feel seen and cared for. Remember, I want you to remember, beyond the plate, inclusive hosting extends beyond the food itself. It's about the conversation, the atmosphere, the music, the joy of being in one another's presence. Focus on making them feel like a valued part of the gathering, not just an exception. It's a small effort that yields massive dividends in connections and comfort. And make sure that even if plates look different, everyone feels equally celebrated at your table. As we wrap up episode 2, I hope you're feeling inspired to look at your plate a little differently. It's about more than just what we consume. It's about the conscious choices we make, the questions we ask, and the connections we forge. From understanding the true power of a common berry to making sure every guest feels welcome, these are the acts that build purpose and belonging. This journey, whether it's exploring new foods, understanding labels, or embracing different ways of eating, is ultimately about enriching our lives. It's about finding peace between our personal choices and our shared experiences. So, I invite you to experiment, ask questions about your food's journey, and embrace inclusive practices in your own kitchen. These unseen power players, both the foods and the gestures, truly nourish not just our bodies, but our souls. Thank you for joining me on this plant-based odyssey. If this episode left you feeling curious, connected, and inspired, please hit that subscribe button, share it with someone who explores the deeper meaning of food, and leave us a review. Your support helps us pull up more chairs at this communal table. Until next time, keep seeing differently and living fully.